Omagyanatimirandasya Dhyananjanashalakaya Chakshurmilitan Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Upasadhamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yukta Padakamanam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupa Sagrajata Sadhana Ragunatam Vitam Sujivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sadhana Lalita Shri Vishaka Vitamsta He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagapate Gopisha Gopika Kantara Rakanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gorangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakapatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Titanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So we are welcome to this section. Hare Krishna. You're welcome. So let us start immediately. There was shloka recitation. Now waiting for the time. Or go first.
I'll go first, Prabhu. I'll just try.
Please. No,
Okay.
but it's still the same last week shloka till tomorrow.
Wait, isn't it chapter 5, text 22 now, Prabhu?
No. Still going with 18.
Oh, still 18?
Till tomorrow.
I memorized the 22 today. I thought it was 22 today.
I also did that.
It's good so that by tomorrow you become good at it. We'll start that one on Wednesday.
Okay, so 18. Okay,
Yes.
I'll try. Chapter 5, text 18. Vidya Vinayam Sampanne Brahmane Gavihastini Shunachaiva Sopakecha Panditaha Samadarshanaha. Translation. What's this? The humble sages by virtue of true knowledge see with equal vision a learned and gentle Brahmana, a cow, an elephant, a dog, and a dog eater. Outcast. Hare Krishna.
Okay, go for the second one now.
Okay, I'll go for 22. Let's try. Chapter 5, text 22. Yahi samsparsha cha bhoga dukhayonaya evate ajantavantaha kaunteya natesuramate buddhaha. Translation. An intelligent person does not take part in the sources of misery, which are due to contact with the material senses. O son of Kunti, such pleasures have a beginning and an end, and so the wise man does not delight in them. Hare Krishna.
Did you get that, Prabhu? The southern one. Hey, please go ahead. Always want to go next. Not wasting enough time.
Was it her? I'm not sure.
Chapter 5, verse 18. Vidya Vinaya Sampani Brahmane Gavihasini Shune Chaivasha Pakisha Pandita Samadarsinaha. Translation. The humble sages, by virtue of true knowledge, see with equal vision a learned and gentle Brahmana, a cow, an elephant, a dog, and a dog eater, outcast. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. What about 522?
Yeah, Prabhu, but I'm not really confident right now. So
No problem. Till Wednesday. You have time till Wednesday, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, very good. Next. Who is going next? Time is
I'll
going.
go, Prabhuji.
Please.
Prabhuji can go. I am Prabhuji.
Lady first.
Okay. 5.18. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavihastini Shuni Chaiva Chapake Cha Pandita Samadarshina. Translation. The humble sages, by the virtue of true knowledge, see with equal vision a learned and gentle Brahmana, a cow, an elephant, a dog, and a dog eater outcast. Hare Krishna. And
What
I'll
about
recite
522?
5.22 later, Prabhuji. I just
Okay.
practiced it.
You have from now till Wednesday, no problem. Okay. Nikki was ready for us today. Prabhu 5.22. Good. Next.
Okay, Prabhu, 5.18. I go 5.18. So
Vidya.
wait, yeah. Vidya Binaya Sam Gabi Akicha Panditaha Samadarshinaha. Translation: the humble sages, by virtue of true knowledge, see with equal vision an a cow, an elephant, a dog, and a dog eater outcast. Hare Krishna.
What about 522?
5.22 I will do on Wednesday, Prabhuji.
Oh, okay, Wednesday, yeah. Wednesday. Next. Don't let me call names. Take turns.
Prabhu, Meena Prabhu.
Yes.
But
Yes,
I cannot
madam.
5.18. Verse 5.18. Vidya Vinaya Sampane Brahmani Kavihasini Soni Shaivaswa Pakicha Pandita Sama Darsinaha. Translation: the humble sages by virtue by virtue of true knowledge, wait lang Prabhu. Virtue of true knowledge. Wait, nakalimutan. Wait. I repeat.
No problem.
The humble sages, by virtue of true knowledge.
Oh,
Sorry.
sorry, it's deleted. Sorry. You have to reinstall it. Mataji, you have to reinstall it.
So I true knowledge, see with equal vision, alert, and gently Brahmana, a cow, an elephant, and a dog, and a dog.
Dog and a dog eater. Outcast.
Okay.
Very good.
5.22. 5.22. Yehe samparsa jaboga. Yehe samparsa jaboga. Dokha.
Yonaya.
Venaya evati.
Yonaya Evate.
Jonaya evati. Adiyang tadbanta konteya.
Natishu.
Natishu Ramati.
Buddha.
Buddha. Translation: An intelligent person does not take part in the sources of misery, which from due to contact with the material senses. O son of Kunti, such
Pleasure. Such pleasures.
such of pleasures have a beginning and end, and so the wise man does not delight in them.
Haribo.
Today I
Manachinta climbed the mountain. Haribo. Next.
I'll go Prabhu.
Yes, Mandaniarika.
But I'm not sure if I I wasn't able to review
it's
it.
okay. It's
Okay.
okay.
Let's start with 518. Vidya Vinaya Sampane Brahmane Gavihastini Chaiva Sapakecha Pandita Samadarshina. Translation: humble sages, by the virtue of true knowledge, does not, what's that? Does not have, wait, I forgot, Prabhu. See, I told you I
No,
forgot.
by virtue of true knowledge, okay?
By virtue of true
See with
knowledge.
equal vision.
Yes. Okay. By virtue of true knowledge, see with equal vision, a learned and a gentle brahmana, a cow, an elephant, a dog, and a dog eater, outcast. I'll try 522, Prabhu.
Okay, try, please.
Yehi samsparsha jaboga dukayonaya evate adyantavanta konteya nate shuramate buddha. And the translation is an intelligent person does not take part in the sources of misery, which are in contact due to contact with the material senses. O son of Kunti, such pleasures have a beginning and an end. And so the wise man does not delight in them. Yes.
Haribo. Thank you.
Prabhu,
Yes.
I changed my mind. Can I try the 22?
Oh, that was very wonderful. Try.
Okay, I
Go
try,
ahead.
Prabhu.
Yes.
Ye samskarsha boga dukha yunaya evate ati antavanta kaunteya natisaramati Buddha. Translation: an intelligent person does not take part in the sources of misery, which are due to contact the material senses. O son of Kunti, such pleasures have a beginning and an end, and so the wise man does not delight in them. Hare Krishna.
Haribo. Thank you. Yes. Rasaraj Prabhu and Pitambar, you have to show yourself. You are the men here. See, the women are very, they are doing very nicely. You have to show your presence. Ryan Prabhu have done his own. Please come up. Let's do. Who is going first? Ryan Prabhu. Rasaraj Prabhu. Oh, Pitambar Prabhu. Which one who want to go first? Time is ticking.
Okay, since Rasaraj is not replying, I will. Vidya Vidaya Sampade Brahma
You say
Nagavi.
what?
I'll go. I'll go, Prabhu. Because the electric fan is so noisy, the electric fan. So I'll go first. Vidya Vidaya Sampade Brahmane Gavi Hastidi Suricha Surichaiva Swapakecha Pandita Samadarshina. The humble sage, by virtue of true knowledge, sees with equal vision learned and gentle Brahmana, a cow, an elephant, a dog, and a dog eater. That is 5.18. 5.22 is, wait a minute. Now, the first word is God. He, samspar sa bogat, cha, ja, then, wait a minute, what's the next one? What's the next word? Dukam yonaya, te, ebate, then,
Adyanta Bhakta Kaunteya Nateshu Ramate Buddha.
Teshu Ramate Buddha. It says there, an intelligent man does not take part on the sources of misery. And then due to the contact of material senses, eh, O son of Kunti, because it is there's those pleasures have a beginning and an end. So a wise man does not take part on delight on them, and so the
Thank you
wise
very
man.
much, Babu. Thank you. Okay, you perfect it tomorrow. Pastor Raj Babu,
Yeah.
you are the one. You told me you wanted to go first before everybody. Now you go.
Yeah, I was actually meditating on 522. I need to review 518 again. But
Okay,
but
give
le-
us give us 522.
okay, I will try. No, I think I'm mixing it up.
Because you are trying to refresh your memory on
Refresh
518.
518, yes. But I can do 518 and 522 tomorrow. I need to just
Okay.
refresh
Okay, just
518.
do the one you can do now. Yes.
Okay, I will try 522. Yeah, I already forgot. Hare Krishna. Yeah, he sounds parsa Javoga Dukha Yanaya Evate Adyan Bantaha Adyan Bantaha Adyanta Bantaha Kaunteya Nate Shuramate Buddha. Translation. Oh, I forgot the first word.
It's all right. An intelligent person.
An intelligent person um does not take part in the sources of misery, which are due to contact with material senses. O son of Kunti, such pleasures have a beginning and an end. Um,
A
Hare
wise man.
Krishna.
So the wise man.
And so the wise man does not delight in them. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for trying. Tomorrow we expect better. Please, let's put more efforts to do more better tomorrow. Hare Krishna. So last week we stopped at 5 points. Ryan Prabhu. We stopped at 589.
5.8 to 9. Today is
Yes.
5.10.
5.10. Yes, thank you. So Brahmani Adaya Karmani Sangha Tyaktva Karotiya Vipyatena Sapapena Padma Patrami Bambasa. So Krishna is giving explanation how someone who is on the transcendental platform, even though he's working, is not affected by the results, by the sin of work. Giving an example of a lotus. One who performs his duty without attachment, surrendering the result unto the Supreme Lord, is unaffected by sinful action, as the lotus leaf is untouched by water. Very nice analogy Krishna is using here. Let's read purpose for then we'll come back to that. Somebody want to read?
I can read, Prabhu.
Yes,
Purport.
please.
Here, Brahmani means in Krishna consciousness, the material world is a sum total manifestation of the three modes of material nature, technically called the pradhana. The Vedic hymns Sarvam hi etad Brahma, Mandukya Upanishad 2, Tasmad etad Brahma nama rupam anam cha jayate, Mundaka Upanishad 1.1.9, and in the Bhagavad Gita chapter 14 text 3, Mama Yonir Mahad Brahma, indicate that everything in the material world is a manifestation of Brahman. And although the effects are differently manifested, they are non-different from the cause. In the Ishopanishad, it is said that everything is related to the Supreme Brahman, or Krishna, and thus everything belongs to him only. One who knows perfectly well that everything belongs to Krishna, that he is the proprietor of everything, and that, therefore, everything is engaged in the service of the Lord, naturally has nothing to do with the results of his activities, whether virtuous or sinful. Even one's material body, being a gift of the Lord for carrying out a particular type of action, can be engaged in Krishna consciousness. Excuse. It is then beyond contamination by sinful reactions. exactly as the lotus leaf, though remaining in the water, is not wet. The Lord also says in the Gita chapter 3 text 30, Mayi sarvani karmani sanyasha, resign all works unto me, Krishna. The conclusion is that a person without Krishna consciousness acts according to the concept of the material body and the senses. But a person in Krishna consciousness acts according to the knowledge that the body is the property of Krishna and should therefore be engaged in the service of Krishna. Hare Krishna.
So the difference between a devotee and non-devotee is clearly explained here. See, sometime in the beginning, many devotees they had misunderstanding about Krishna consciousness. So they didn't take proper care of their body. So towards their old age, many of them started having so many health challenges. You see, because they have wrong impression that we are not this body, means that we should not be attached to our body, we should neglect our body, we should not take care of our body. So all those things later now brought so many health challenges to the bodies. But now things are becoming more clearer because people now begin to understand, this, study Srila Prabhupada's book, like Prabhupada is saying here. You see, when you understand that we are not this body, the body belongs to Krishna. And without the body, you cannot perform devotional service in this material world. And if you don't take care of your body for the service of Krishna, when you need the body the most, you cannot make use of the body. Instead of you to be thinking of Krishna, you'll be thinking of your body. See, when you have health challenges, instead of you to be thinking of your body or thinking of Krishna, you'll be thinking of your body. You see, because the body will be in pain and your mind will not be able to concentrate on Krishna. You see, so that is why it's very important to have this proper understanding. And that is, the understanding is what the knowledge about this is what free devotees from the bondage of work. Because we understand clearly that everything belongs to Krishna. So whatever activity we are doing, whether we are walking, you know that everything you are doing it for the pleasure of Krishna. The result is to please Krishna. In that way, you are not entangled in the bondage of work, which is very, very important to understand it. There's one story of King Janak. So it was asked by his guru, how can one be in this world and don't be of this world? So he says it's very simple. Come, let me teach you by example, practical example. So I'm going to give you a cup full of water. And this water was not split on the ground because there will be two sword, very close to your neck. Immediately there's a drop of the water, your neck will be out of your head, Your head will be out of your neck. Your head will be cut off. So you have to take this water around and it must not split on the floor. So somebody in that condition, what do you think what will be the person's consciousness? You see, the water must not split on the ground because if it does, the sword will remove his head. So the person will be 100% focused on that water. You will not even see anybody standing around you. You will not see whether there's a woman or man. You're just focused on the water so that you don't, because any distraction, the water will spill on the floor. You just focus on the water until you get to your destination. So same thing also, the devotees, because of complete absorption in Krishna and in Krishna consciousness, that is why even though they are walking, they are not bound by the result of their work because everything is focused on Krishna. That is why Krishna uses that very good example, like a a lotus in the water. Have you seen a lotus before? Also, they call it water lilies. Water lilies also is like a lotus. See? It's inside the water, then you will see the leaves. Water will never, you will see the water will never get into the leaves. You will the surface of the leaf is always, water is always, like a round ball and floating away, like water will never touch the water lilies, or the lotus. You see, even though it's inside the water. So Krishna is saying that is the situation of a devotee. Even though it's in the material world, because it's in absorbing Krishna, it's never conditioned, it's never bound by the reaction of work. Because everything is 100% concentrates on pleasing Krishna. See? Very, very important. Understand that point. So let's read, let's go through Surrender Unto Me. Let me see, verse 10. Can you see?
Yes, we can.
Yes, want to read?
Okay, I'll read Prabhu. Text number 10,
Okay.
just the purport. Okay.
Yeah, no, yeah, just the purpose.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm trying to centralize it. Okay. Okay, now you can read.
Okay. One should be situated in knowledge and then do one's duty with detachment. Such a person will perceive the body's actions. It works, it touches, it moves, it does so many things, but I myself do nothing. I am a soul and I am aloof. With this realization, one can perform his duty without attachment and then surrender all the results to Krishna. Thus, there will be no sinful reactions accrued by his work. Just as a lotus leaf sits on the water, but is not touched by the water. Lotus leaves have a waxy surface. Water immediately glides off of them. In the same way, reactions glide off one performing Nishkarma Karma Yoga.
Remaining?
Okay. The questions can be raised. Okay, Prabhu. The question can be raised if someone is detached from work due to his knowledge that he is spirit soul and not this body, what is the purpose of his work?
Very good. So that question will be answered in the next verse by Krishna. Okay, and like that. So, it's a very, very important question to ask. If someone is detached from work due to his knowledge, and is spiritual, not this body, what is the purpose of work? You see, you are working, but you are not attached to the result because of knowledge. Then what is the purpose of the work? It's very, very good, salient question. You see, and that is why, unless we understand this very deeply, we cannot be free from the suffering of this world and the bondage of this world. Because the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita is to free us from the material anxiety, to free us from the frustration of this world, to free us from the bondage of this world, so that at the end of our life, we can attain the ultimate goal of life, which is going back to Krishna. That is the purpose of life. So unless we understand this point and try to connect our activities to Krishna, we cannot achieve this goal. It's very, very important, very, very important for us to understand this. And once we're able to understand this, you are a liberated soul. Even though you are still in this body, you're just waiting for you to leave your body, because you're already liberated once you understand this point. You see? So let's continue. Krishna is going to answer that question in the next. So let's read. Kayena manasa buddhya kevala indriya harapi yogina karma kurvanti sangatya atma sudaye. The yogis abandoning attachment act with body, mind, intelligence, and even with the senses, only for the purpose of purification. So towards the last of surrender unto me, the one we read now, text 10, the purport, the same, if one knows that, one has to act with detached knowledge of detachment, you are not this body, your spirit, so then what is the purpose of work? This is the purpose, this is why devotee perform work. You see, abandoning attachment, act with body, mind, intelligence, even with the senses, only for the purpose of purification. So devotee is performing action only for the purpose of his purification, not because of the result of the work. You see? So let's read purport.
I'll read it, Prabhu. When one acts in Krishna consciousness for the satisfaction of the
Yes,
senses
please.
of Krishna, any action, whether of the body, mind, intelligence, or even the senses, is purified of material contamination. There are no material reactions there are no material reactions resulting from the activities of Krishna conscious person. Therefore, purified activities, which are generally called sad achara, can be easily performed by acting in Krishna consciousness. Sri Rupa Goswami, in his Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 1.2, 187, describes this as follows. Iha yasya harirdasye karmana manasa gira nikhilaswa apyavastasu jivan mukta sa uchate. A person acting in Krishna consciousness, or in other words, in the service of Krishna, with his body, mind, intelligence, and words, is liberated person, even within the material world. Although he may be engaged in many so-called material activities, he has no false ego, for he does not believe that he is the material body, or that he possesses the body. He knows that he is not this body, and that this body does not belong to him. He himself belongs to Krishna, and the body too belongs to Krishna. When he applies everything produced of the body, mind, intelligence, words, life, wealth, etc., whatever he may have within his possession, to Krishna's service, he is at once dovetailed with Krishna. He is one with Krishna and is devoid of the false ego that leads one to believe that he is the body, etc. This is the perfect stage of Krishna consciousness.
Very, very important and very deep also. To come to this knowledge, it takes many years of practice. It takes many years of practice because it's not easy to understand or to come to this level of consciousness. When we can think that this body belongs to Krishna, my phone belongs to Krishna, my computer belongs to Krishna, my house belongs to Krishna, my car belongs to Krishna, my family belongs to Krishna. To come to this state of consciousness is not very easy. It takes time. We have to cultivate. It's very, very important to understand this. And once we're able to come to this state of consciousness, then we become happy. We become happy because unless we come to this state of consciousness, we cannot be happy. Very, very important. So let's read Prabhupada's quote on that text 10. I will just share Prabhupada's quotes on text 10. Text 10, yeah. You can see it.
Not yet, Prabhu.
Not yet.
Okay, it's coming.
There it is.
Yes. Want to read?
Okay, I'll read. The example is given here of the leaf of the lotus flower, which, although it is in the water, has no connection with the water. Not a drop of water will stay there, although it is in the huge mass of water. Waves are going over it, and the water is always moving. But that particular leaf of the lotus flower has no connection with the water. Similarly, with all upheavals of this material world, one who is Krishna conscious is oblivious to such disturbances. Visham Purnam Sukhyate. Sukhayate. Vishwam Purnam Sukhayate. Everyone is afflicted, but a man who is in Krishna consciousness will not be affected. Hare Krishna.
More?
More.
There's more. Yeah.
Krishna consciousness is the antiseptic if there is an epidemic in the city. A person who has taken the vaccine will not be affected. Similarly, this Krishna consciousness is the antiseptic method to free one from the contamination of this material world. So lipyati nasapapena. A Krishna conscious person is not affected by the contamination of this material world. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Just like during the COVID, I remember during the COVID, everybody is scared. Even if you become scared of your father, your mother, your neighbors, they're scared of everybody. Already wearing masks, I'm scared, For those who are taking vaccine, also, they are not sure also in this material. But Krishna consciousness, once we become absorbed in Krishna consciousness, is like vaccine against this material suffering. Everyone in this material world is suffering. People come out, they smile, they laugh, but if you just crash a little bit to see what they are passing through, you just feel pity for them. See, this is material life. This is material world. Everybody is struggling. My own struggle, my own suffering is different from yours. Yours is different from the other person. That person is different. His own suffering is different from the other person. But everyone in this material world is struggling and suffering because of something. You see, that is the nature of the material world. And that this Krishna consciousness, Papa say, is antiseptic. Is the one that shades us from that suffering. You see, because of Krishna consciousness, we will not be affected by the suffering. See? So it's very, very important. Because of Krishna consciousness, we will not be affected by the suffering. If not, everyone is suffering in this material world. No exception. Abrahma Bhuvana Loka Punabati no Arjuna. From the highest planet of Lord Brahma down to the lowest planets, the hellish planet, everywhere is a place of miseries. That's what Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita. Anityam asukam lokam. This material world is anityam asukam, miserable place. So if Krishna, who has created this world, is telling us that this place is a miserable place, why do you think that somehow or the other you will not be affected by the miseries? There is no way except you follow Krishna's orders, the one who has created the miseries. He's the one who has created the air. He is the one who has created the place to be miserable place. And he was the one who has created the solution on how to be protected from the miseries. You see, like I remember when I was preaching in Radha Gopinath Mande in Chopati, when I traveled there in December. So I was asked to give lecture in the temple, Radha Gopinath, Chopati, Mumbai. So I used this example. I still remember the example. And after I finished the lecture, the devotees, they love the example. So I use this example that, see, when you are in the winter season, there is nothing you can do. Everywhere will be cold. There is no exception. Everywhere will be cold. Or let's say, for example, you may not understand winter season here in this place. Let's talk about summer. See? Or let's talk about rainy season. Yeah, rainy season is understandable here. When you are in the rainy season, there is nothing you can do. There will be rain. It doesn't care about your plans, about your thinking or whatever. Rain is going to fall whatever the rain wants to fall. So one who is intelligent, what do they do, those who are intelligent? When they are going out, they put the raincoats in their bags. Pew! They put the umbrella in their bags. Then when the rain starts, what happened? They're using the umbrella. Sometimes when you see the bike guy going, immediately the rain starts, they will just park one side and they open their box and they start removing the raincoats and they give the person the passenger also the raincoat, you know, like that everybody is saying. So the rain is still falling, but you will not get wet. So Krishna consciousness is like the raincoat in this material suffering. You see? So no matter what happens, when you are Krishna conscious, the mysteries of the material world will not get you. The mystery of the material world will not touch you. It's not that misery is not going to be there. It's going to be there. Just like the rain is there. There's nothing you can do. The rain will be there. There's nothing you can do. The rain will be there. You see? Just like a winter season also in a very cold country. There's nothing you can do. The cold will be there. But you have to put heater in your room. And when you put the heater, then you feel warm. You see? So the same thing, that is Krishna consciousness for us. Krishna mentioned in Bhagavad Gita, he say, Anitya Masukam Lokam. He say, he mentioned Ashashwatam. What is that shloka? He used another one in Dukalayam Ashashwatam. Krishna mentioned in Bhagavad Gita. Dukalayam Ashashwatam. This place is a miserable place. It's just like your phone. When you buy your phone, it comes with manual. And the producer of the phone has written the manual and tells you that this phone, this is how it functions. You know, you cannot act contrarily, you know. So same thing. Krishna is the one who created this world, is the Supreme Lord. So he's telling us that this place is Dukalayam, is a place of miseries. Not only that it's a miserable place, Ashashwatam is temporary. Even when you find some corner, you are becoming comfortable. Then nature will come, temporary place. You cannot stay forever. Get out. Then it will kick you out. So that is the nature of this material world. We cannot get any contrary to these scriptural rules or injunctions. So those who are very intelligent, they'll take shelter and take the solution that Krishna has given us. By being Krishna conscious, then we can protect ourselves from the bondage of work, from the miseries of this world. That is the only panacea to this material inebrities, you know. So let's continue. Yukta karma phalam tyaktva shantim apnoti naishikim ayukta kamar karena phale sakto nibhadyate. The steadily devoted soul attain unadulterated peace because he offered the result of all activity to me. Whereas a person who is not in union with the vine, who is greedy for the fruit of his labor, becomes entangled. You see? Krishna continue again to talk about this. Very, very important to understand this point. That's why it's repeating it again and again. Somebody want to raise the purports?
Okay, Prabhu, I read. The difference between a person in Krishna consciousness and a person in bodily consciousness is that the former is attached to Krishna, whereas the latter is attached to the result of his activities. The person who is attached to Krishna and works for him only is certainly a liberated person, and he has no anxiety over the result of his work. In the Bhagavatam, the cause of anxiety over the result of an activity is explained as being one's functioning in the conception of duality, that is, without knowledge of the absolute truth. Krishna is the supreme absolute truth, the personality of Godhead. In Krishna consciousness, there is no duality. All that exists is a product of Krishna's energy, and Krishna is all good. Therefore, activities in Krishna consciousness are on the absolute plane. They are transcendental and have no material effect. One is therefore filled with peace in Krishna consciousness, but one who is entangled in profit calculation for sense gratification cannot have that peace. This is the secret of Krishna consciousness. realization that there is no existence beside Krishna is the platform of peace and fearlessness. Hare Krishna.
Very, very important. So Krishna Prabhupada in his purport, again and again re-emphasizing on this point. Because emphasis is important so that we can get the essence, so that we can take note of the essence. That is why things are being emphasized. You see, Queen Kuti, when Krishna was about to leave Dwaraka, to leave Hastinapur to go back to Dwaraka, there's a very wonderful passage of Srimad Bhagavatam in Canto 1, chapter 18, chapter 8. It's prayers of Queen Kuti. It's prayer of Queen Kuti. And in this prayer, Queen Kuti was praying to Krishna, Krishna, oh, now you want to go back to Dwaraka. Now we will not have your association directly again. You know, let all those calamities that was bringing you to us come again and again, so that we can again and again have your association. You see? So what am I bringing this point up? What I'm trying to say in essence is that it's not that there is no there are no challenges in the life of the devotees. No. It's not that there are no difficulties in the life of devotees. No. You see, if you are thinking because you are a devotee, you are crying, oh, Krishna, why this, why this? Then you don't understand what it means to be a devotee of Krishna. You don't understand what it means to be a devotee. It means that you don't even understand what it means to be transcendental. You see, we hear this word again and again, transcendental, but we don't understand. But we make use of it as if it's cheap. No. That is why I always tell devotees, you need to be transformed before you can become transcendental. You see, transformation comes before transcendental. You see, when there's transformation of heart, then you become transcendental. We can talk about transcendental later. You see, so just imagine the Pandavas, they are very close to Krishna, but again and again, they are having one challenge and after the other. You know, they are having one challenge against and after another. See, and now Kwikuti, when Krishna is finally leaving, after Krishna has reinstated them, now they are going to be enjoying opulence, and now everything is going to be very happy and sweet. And Krishna now wants to live their kingdom. And Kwikuti here is saying, Krishna, please don't leave, because by leaving you, that will be suffering for us. Because of all our, the challenges and difficulties, you're always with us. I think I'm praying that please give us more challenges so that you can be here with us, you see. So, remembering Krishna, always being with Krishna, always thinking of Krishna is the goal of devotee. So whatever will make you to always think of Krishna, to always make you remember Krishna, a devotee does not consider that to be suffering. You see? So that is why a devotee is completely transcendental. No matter whatever situation he finds himself, he always remembers Krishna. He will find that situation to be opportunity for him to surrender more and more to Krishna. That is the consciousness we have to cultivate. That is what we have to practice to become as a devotee. Being a devotee doesn't mean that we will not have challenges in life. Let me give a very good example. Lord Jesus Christ. We are all familiar with Lord Jesus Christ. You see, Lord Jesus Christ, he was the Son of God. What was his offense? His only offense is that he was preaching, and they caught him. My God, whenever they are doing the movie of that Jesus, when I was small, when I'm watching the movie, I used to cry a lot to see how he was beaten. And I don't know why I cry when I'm watching that movie. I don't know why. But when I'm watching the movie when I was small, I used to cry. See, if you see how they are beating him, you know, for what? Just because he's talking about God. He's preaching about God. You know, when Jesus Christ was praying before the betrayal and all the other pastime, when he was praying and he saw how much he's going to suffer, he was praying for God to remove it. He saw it. Again, he will go back and pray, God, please remove this. This is going to be too much. Then after third time, when he prayed, he saw that there's nothing he can do about it. If that is your will, my Father, then I will accept it. You see? So he was beaten. But as he was being beaten, he was not taking offense. He's not thinking, oh, you beat me. I caused you to die. You don't know I'm a pure devotee. No, he's not thinking like that. You see? He was even praying for them when they crucify him. He said, Father, please forgive them because they don't know what they are doing. This is the consciousness of a pure devotee. You see? Haridas Thakur. What was Haridas Thakur's offense? He was always chanting the names of Krishna. He was asked to be beaten in 21 marketplaces. Means the instruction means beat him to death. Generally, when you are beaten in 3 marketplaces, you will die. You cannot go beyond that 2-3 markets. Haridas was beaten in 22 marketplaces. Still, he was not feeling any pain. And the guys who are beating him, they were saying, "Oh, master, if you don't die, our master will kill us. Please." You see, they are begging him to die. You see? But Haridas Thakur was not cursing them. He was not feeling pain. You see? So when we read about the activities of the devotees, great devotees, we should learn that this material world is a place of miseries. It's a place of torment. It's a place of, difficulties. That is why we are hearing about this activity, about these pastimes, so that we can learn from them, so that whenever we come across challenges in life, we don't start blaming God. Oh God, why me? God, why me? No, that is when you are supposed to intensify your love for God and start connecting more and more with Him, not asking Him, God, why me? When you are enjoying, you never ask God, why me? You never ask God. When you're enjoying, you have a nice house, you have a car, you never say, God, why me? But whenever we have any challenges, any little challenge in life, God, why me? Why me? I'm serving you. Why me? No. That is when we are supposed to be more sober. Pray to God. God, please let me be able to concentrate on you, even when I'm passing through my difficulties. I don't know why, somehow or the other in my past life, I've done something to warrant me to suffer more. But by your mercy, you have made it little. Please, my Lord, give me strength so that I'll be able to overcome it and remain focused, thinking of you. There is a very wonderful prayer in Srimad Bhagavatam. It is mentioned, if a devotee is passing through his challenges, his difficulties, and is praying like this, that devotee, liberation becomes his right. Liberation becomes your claim. You are already liberated. If you can develop this consciousness, even when you are in difficulties, you are prayerful to God, you are loving God, you are serving Him more, you are not complaining. Liberation becomes your claim. You become a rightful heir to liberation. Just like in the purport, it is mentioned when that purport we read, he said, "Iya rasia areda se nikila." Where is that verse? Let me go to that 5:11 again, where that purport was. He said, "Iya rasia areda se karmana manasa gira likila suapia basta sujivamu kasa unchete." What that means is that Iya yasia areda se karma manasaji. Iya yasia. Let me translate it to you word to word, because I understand little of the Sanskrit. Iya yasia areda se. Iya yasia means here, engaging in service here to Ari, Lord Ari, areda se. Nikila Manasa Angira. When you are engaging in service of the Lord with your mind, your words, and intelligence. Then what is the next line? One who is this in this state of consciousness is already liberated. It is already liberated. No matter whatever is the state of or his consciousness now or his situation now, even though whatever is his situation now is already liberated, he's just waiting for him to leave this body. He will go back to the kingdom of God. Okay, I'm trying to remember that shloka in Srimad Bhagavatam. Let me try to find it. It's a very nice to share with you. Mukti Pade Sadaya back. Mukti Pade. Let me check it and share it with you. Mukti Pade Sadaya back. It's a very nice shloka. That's Tate no Kampasu Samishama no. Bhagavatam 10:14:8. We will read these shlokas. I think we will end our class today in that nice, wonderful shloka. Bhagavatam 10:14:8. Bhagavatam 10:14:8. You've seen it? I'm still opening mine.
Yes, Prabhu.
If you have seen it, can you read the shloka and the translation for us?
Sure, Prabhu. Shloka, Sanskrit, tat te nukampam su sumikshamo shamano. Bunjana evat makritam vipakam. Ridvak vapurbir vidadha namaste. Jivata yo mukti padesa dayapak. Translation, my dear Lord, one who earnestly waits for you to bestow your causeless mercy upon him, all the while patiently suffering the reactions of his past misdeeds and offering you respectful obeisances with his heart, words, and body, is surely eligible for liberation, for it has become his rightful claim.
You see, he has become his rightful claim. If you are a son of a very rich man, the only thing for you to do to inherit your father's property is to stay alive and let your father die before you. If you die before your father, you cannot get his property. You just have to stay alive. When he dies, the property naturally becomes yours. You see, similarly, understanding this consciousness that is being read in this purport, no matter whatever situation we are facing, difficulties we are facing in life, we should always pray to Krishna. Thank you, Krishna. You are making in my, I don't know what I've done in my past life that I have to face all this kind of suffering, challenges, situation, meeting this kind of people, whatever. But somehow or the other, you are making it little for me. Thank you, Krishna. When we develop this kind of consciousness, always appreciating and thanking Krishna, in whatever situation we find ourselves, in whatever we are undergoing in life, you just need to remain in devotional service for the rest of your life. Mukti, devotion, the liberation is already your rightful claim. That is what he's saying. You just need to, you see, read that verse again. Let's read it, then we will stop from there. Read that verse again.
The translation, Prabhu?
Yes, the translation.
My dear Lord, one who earnestly waits for you to bestow your causeless mercy upon him.
Read it very loudly, that part again. One who...
My dear Lord, one who earnestly waits for you to bestow your causeless mercy upon him, all the while patiently suffering the reactions of his past misdeeds.
Why what?
While patiently suffering the reactions.
Because we have done so many things in our past lives. We don't know what we have done. You see, continue, Prabhu.
While patiently suffering the reactions of his past misdeeds and offering you respectful obeisances with his heart, words, and body is surely eligible for liberation, for it has become his rightful claim.
No matter whatever is
This
situation
nice.
in this life, don't give up Krishna consciousness. Don't give up. Pray to Krishna. Krishna, no matter whatever happened to me in this life, please, my Lord, don't let me give up this path. You should always pray to Krishna like this. Because we don't know what is coming in our front. We don't know what we have done, what challenges will come in the future. We don't know. But if we pray like this, Krishna will always remember that prayer. So no matter whatever challenges we are going to face in the future of our life, we don't know. Krishna will always protect us. Very, very important. You see? So so in that way, this is the consciousness of devotee. So in that way, they engage in devotional service. They are not, disturbed by whatever is going on around. That is what Krishna is again and again is re-emphasizing in the Bhagavad Gita, how we should perform our duty and not be attached to the result. Sometimes will be failures will come, success will come. Give everything to Krishna. In that consciousness, you can remain transcendental and you'll be happy for the rest of your life because we already know the nature of this material world. Any comments, question, or contribution we take? If none, then we will stop here.
I just want to share something probably with regards to that verse of Srimad
Yes.
Bhagavatam.
Yes, go ahead.
This actually sticks with me because my Guru Maharaj always reminds us with this verse when when he's not feeling well, he used to send us all his disciples usually this verse, the words Dayabak, that he explains that it may appear that the devotee is suffering. It may appear like suffering, but we can understand that this is actually a purificatory process for us to be situated or to be purified, to be eligible to go back to the kingdom of Krishna, to the kingdom of God. Srila Prabhupada explains in the purport, it's just like approaching the sun without being burned. So we can understand from there that Krishna is so pure that he's like a sun that we need to get burned, or we need to burn all our sinful activities just to be with the association with him. And a pure devotee or a true devotee of Krishna will do whatever it takes or undergo all the troubles on all those rigid purificatory process just to be with Krishna again. So like this. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much. Any other comments, question? Okay, thank you, everyone. So let us try to perfect our shlokas. Ye shash the 522. Ye saspachacha boga dukaya. Remind me, who have learned it?
Kaya yun ay
Adyanta Vantai. Remind me, finish it. Adyanta Vantai.
Adyan Vantaha. Kaunteya.
Nadyan Vantat.
Nateshu.
Ramate Buddha.
Haribo. Very good. Okay, so let us try to perfect it by tomorrow. And the more we practice it, actually, because Bhagavad Gita is a very special book. It's directly coming out from the lotus mouth of Krishna. It's Krishna's, it's a Ganges coming from the mouth of Krishna. So the more we memorize these slokas, it purifies us, purify our intelligence. You see, you cannot imagine how much is there, how much intelligent you can be when you recite this sloka again. You become so purified that you see your real self coming out in the future. I can assure you this. This is how powerful this shloka, reciting Bhagavad Gita shloka is. Very powerful. You will just see yourself coming out. Your talent will start manifesting just by getting purified by these shlokas. It's very, very important. Okay, so let's continue to practice them. We should not be lazy about learning them. Yeah, lethargy is always there, but don't feel shy. Even when you are going inside a bus, inside a jeepney, you are going inside on the riding on the wherever, riding bicycle, just, you can recite it and put in your phones and be playing it in your ear. You just be riding and enjoying it, you see. It's, in that way, you are always thinking of Krishna and you'll be happy. You see, one thing about thinking of Krishna is that you will be happy. That's why sometimes when I see devotees reciting slokas, you see them, they are very happy. I just, oh wow, see how happy they are because they are thinking of Krishna. You see, that is assured. You will be happy just by thinking of Krishna every time. There is no saying, there is no doubt about that. You will be happy when you think of Krishna. Because Krishna is Ananda, is full of happiness. When you are connected to him, somehow or the other, you will be happy. Sure. So we stop here. Vancha kapatarobhyascha kipasinduvyavacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo. See you tomorrow. Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, one quick picture.
Yeah, we have our cameraman in the house. Yes.
Okay, everyone.
Hare Krishna.
So Hare Krishna, 1, 2, 3. Hare Krishna.
Go, Hare Krishna. Yeah. So see you
All right, thank you.
tomorrow. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu.